Anora director Sean Baker just broke an Oscar record not seen since Walt Disney in 1953. Here are the highlights and lowlights from the 2025 Oscars. First, the highlights. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo opening the show with a Wizard of Oz, The Wiz, and Wicked medley was beautiful, classy, and moving. Then you went right into Conan's entire opening. That Substance intro I thought was pretty bold for 7 p.m. on ABC, but hilarious nonetheless. The monologue was solid and a little bit risky. Then Adam Sandler saying Nosferatu was amazing. And of course, the musical number. All of this was vintage Conan silliness. Then I loved how the show went out of its way to highlight the costume designers and cinematographers, and I wish there had been even more of that for all of the craftspeople. Paul Tazwell gave a great speech after becoming the first black man to win Best Costume Design. Then you love to see I'm Still Here winning over Emilia Perez in Best International Film. Way to go, Brazil. I really enjoyed Adrian Brody's thoughtful speech focused on gratitude and speaking out against hate. And then Sean Baker's stand for movie theaters, which was a great use of his platform in that moment. And yes, Baker won a record-tying 4 Oscars last night. The only person to have done that prior was Walt Disney in 1953. And then some honorable mentions: Yuval Abraham's call for peace and freedom, the Cinema Streams sketch, Robert Downey Jr.'s charming intro of Best Supporting Actor, Flo winning Best Animated Feature, Nick Offerman doing the announcing, June Squibb joking that she was being played by Bill Skarsgård, Ben Stiller's physical comedy bit, and also how they showed the work of the people who died in the In Memoriam. Though the music choice, Mozart's Requiem, was a little bit too heavy. Now onto the lowlights. The biggest has to be Hulu's epic technical failures. Lisa and Doja Cat singing in the Bond tribute was kind of rough. I thought it was nice to honor the firefighters, but to make them tell jokes felt kind of awkward. I didn't love how they rushed off the sound and visual effects winners from Dune. That felt kind of disrespectful. And while Quincy Jones was a legend, and I love The Wiz, Ease On Down the Road in hour 3 of the show maybe wasn't the best call. Maybe they could have used a Quincy Jones song in the In Memoriam instead of Mozart. But overall, I felt this was a pretty typical, entertaining Oscars. Inspiring, emotional, and funny in parts, staid and forgettable elsewhere. What did you think of the 97th Oscars?